Hey there everyone, this is Ben Howard and welcome to the North Texas Real Estate Market Report, giving you all of the information that you need about buying and selling here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Hey, well, real quick before we get into the good news, I just want to give you an overview of what's going on right now with real estate before we get a little more in depth. The continued seller's market that's going on right now. Not nearly enough homes on the market, so those people who are selling have all of the power. We're seeing 30, 40, 50 offers on places that are, pretty nice homes, but even a few months ago and probably in a few months from now wouldn't command that kind of price and that kind of interest. That's what we see right now. However, things are starting to swap back the other way. So we're going to see those numbers a little bit later on. Hey, but let me give you a little bit of good news as we have in these before. First of all, I don't know if you realize Groundhog's Day today, and Puxatawny Phil, if he's still around, is he still a thing? He did see a shadow, so we have a couple more weeks of winter now before we get to spring. Hey, but in case you want to memorialize it with something that's really good, hey, check out these two guys. And these two groundhogs that are on a tiny picnic table eating a tomato feast. Okay, enough of that. Hey, California geologist Mike Bowers. Hey, he found this agate in Brazil. California guy over in Brazil, though, when he finds this, normally you want to find, the ruby colored ones or the purple ones. Hey, but he found something here that is an absolute, well, it's a monster, this one. It looks exactly like Cookie Monster. If you haven't seen that in the news already, but this thing is making big time. He's gotten multiple offers for the thing, well over $10,000 for a rock. Hey, and this, Argentina right next to Brazil. Hey, the largest animal ever to walk the earth has been found there. Now, this is maybe the best name that you can come up with for any kind of creature, but a Titanosauria. That's the phylum it's in. 76 tons and from nose to tail, about 122 feet. Hey, but it's not the biggest thing to ever be on the earth. The largest creature, that's still here today. The blue whale, which can be up to 176. Okay, let's get into these numbers here though. We're comparing what happened in the first week of January, and I know we're only 2 days into February, but what's happened up to this first week of February, the 7-day period we have there. So let's look at some of these numbers. It's going to show you a little bit of what's going on here in some greater depth. In the first week of January, we had 375 homes sold in Denton County. This week, only 279. So the crazy part was, back in January, we only had 121 new ones come on for the 375 that sold. We're starting to level out a little bit here in February, where we have 173 new ones come on. There's still a discrepancy. That's why we keep seeing these months of inventory just going down so low, and that's what's giving the seller so much power, because if they don't like an offer, they'll just take one of the other 50 that they have. But we're seeing Denton County and then Collin County, which we have now. They're the hardest hit, but they're starting to fix themselves a little bit here. In January, this is the first full week of January, 393 homes were sold and only 101 new ones came on. 240 were going through the process. But here in February, we're looking at 330, so a few less sold, but twice as many came on the market. So that's a positive thing for those folks who are looking to get on there and not spend an arm and a leg to find a house. Dallas County, oh my goodness, look at this one. In January, it's Crazyville. 627 homes sold, but only 220 new ones came on the market, 229. 300 and almost 400 going through the process. But look at this week. They have nearly made up that ground here and starting to dig out of the hole in Dallas County. 486 new ones in these last 7 days. Sold, and then new ones, 429 new ones. So we've nearly caught up, but 623 that are still going through the process. Tarrant County, maybe not as nice as Dallas County right now, but they're starting to get fixed here a little bit as well. 613 were sold in that first week of January with only 210 new ones. Now, if you've been up to Tarrant County at all, you'll realize they also have lots of new construction going on, and that won't necessarily be reflected in the multiple listing service where we pull this information. But look at these numbers coming along here a little bit. The first week here, the last 7 days, 521 sold in Tarrant County with 352 new listings there. So I think as the spring comes along and people get their house on the market and the vaccine rolls out a little bit more, we're going to see more homes hit the market, and that's going to be good for buyers. But right now, if you're thinking about selling, it is go time, and as soon as possible, because this buying strength or the selling strength won't stay for that long. It's not here forever, but just know if you're thinking about it, give me a holler. I can help you get it on the market in a week, and we could have that thing sold in no time at all. Hey, if I can answer any questions for you at all about the real estate market here in North Texas, if you're thinking about it, even in the next year or the next coming years, when's the best time to do that? When can I get the most money? When can I have the most strength buying or selling? Hey, feel free just to comment down below. If you got this in an email, just reply to this. Hey, I promise I'm not going to hound you about anything, but I'm happy to give you some inside information about the whole thing. Hey, this is Ben Howard. I'll talk to you soon.